Okay, beginner golfers, this one is for you. We've got 3 drills today, which is going to cover how to stay in posture and how to rotate the body. 3 simple things that you can do at home, at the driving range, which is really going to help you with your rotation, your contact, and in turn, that's going to help you with how far you hit the ball, how straight you hit the ball. 3 simple drills that I would like you to try. So first of all, I see a lot of golfers making mistakes when it comes to posture. They've maybe got a really rounded back, they sit with a lot of knee flex, and basically what you do at setup decides which movement options you have. So if you've got someone with a lot of knee flex, there isn't going to be a lot of rotation in the hips. If you get someone that stands really tall, they're not necessarily going to be in a good posture at the top. You probably have really level shoulders up at the top of the swing. So there's lots of things that can happen from a poor setup. So what I want you to try and do, and this is really simple, is place a club on your chest. So we're going to place that there. Stand as tall as you can. And then what we're going to do is bend the knees ever so slightly, and then I want you to try and hinge forward from your waist only, so it feels like your chest moves forward, your backside moves back, and that club there is just going to stick out slightly from the back of your legs. So it almost looks as if you're going to give yourself a tail. That's you in an athletic posture. If we just let the arms hang naturally from there, what we're going to find is the back of the armpits, the front of the kneecaps, and the shoelaces are all going to be lined up. That gets us really good posture where we can move well. And then from there, you can find your distance from the ball. That will decide your distance from the ball rather than you having to think about it. So get yourself into that posture first. Club across. Hinge forward, let the arms hang. From there, you can just drag a golf ball down. Those arms are hanging, that posture's in a good position, and that is you ready to strike the ball. So here's an example of some bad postures. Lots of knee flex is going to result in less lower body movement. We don't want to see a big C posture or a big rounding of the back or a chin that's really low. Again, there's not going to be much upper body rotation. And again, there's going to be limited speed, limited rotation. So a really good posture can help out a lot of golfers. So get yourself into that position, and a recommended amount of foot flare would be about 10 to 15 degrees with each foot. That then gets us in a position where you can rotate well and stay in posture. So that is number 1, and don't overlook that before moving on to the next 2. So drill number 2 is one that you can do at home. You don't necessarily have to be at a driving range or hit lots and lots of balls. One of the most effective drills you can do is start by getting into your posture, place your forehead on a wall, and try and keep your head still whilst rotating the body. So you go back into the backswing and through into the follow through. So if we look at that from further away, we've got our head on here, get that full rotation without swaying the head, and then turn your way into a finish. And that is one of the best drills you can do. We don't want to move the head off and sway it off to the right. We don't want to stand up in the backswing to get the rotation. We need to try and get it from the hips and the shoulders, and then rotate through into a finish. That's an absolutely fantastic drill that you can do. A lot of beginners try and get their rotation by lifting their head or swaying their head off the golf ball. The intention should be keeping that head over the golf ball, winding up the body, staying in posture, and what we'll notice is this left shoulder is lower than the right. We're not standing up to get the rotation. We keep the tilts in our body, so our body's tilted, the left shoulder's lower, and we have really good rotation there. So that's a feeling that you can try, then hit some golf balls doing that. So we don't want this movement here. We want to keep that head centered. We want a good winding up of the body, and then we unwind, finishing with the weight on the front foot. So an excellent drill to get that feeling of winding and unwinding of your body. One of the keys to good golf, and definitely one of the keys to consistent contact and also extra speed. And finally, another one of my favourite drills for beginner golfers. One of the most common problems I see, a lot of golfers are trying to lift lift the ball up into the air. We know that that's not the case. What should happen is the club should come down at a steep. The club should descend on the golf ball. So it's coming down a few degrees. It strikes the ground after the ball. It's that downward strike with a club with loft that gets the spin on the ball and gets the height on the golf ball. So what we need to try and do is make sure we finish and make sure at impact we've got more weight on the left side. So an excellent drill that you can do is basically take your setup with your new posture, pull your right foot ever so slightly back and raise your right heel. And what we're going to do is just keeping those same pressures, so the weight's more on the left side here, rotate into the backswing, finish on the left side. So we're not going to put this heel back down on the ground at any point. We are going to rotate the body, staying left, and finish left. And again, for anyone who sways off the golf ball, for anyone who moves the weight towards the back foot, two things that could really hurt your contact, this is an absolutely fantastic drill. So quick video for anyone who needs some help, anyone that needs help with their rotation, anyone who has their posture changing, or any beginners that are just looking for some simple tips of how to swing the golf club and how to move your body. These are 3 drills that I think every golfer who is new to the game or every golfer who struggles with rotation and posture should definitely give these a try. As always, if you found this video useful, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. We bring out 2 weekly videos every single week with tips on how to improve your golf. If you're looking for any freebies, we have a free online lesson down in the description link below, where if you click that link, follow me on the Skillest app, you can send me some swings where I'll get a video analysis and a video feedback on how you can improve your game. Some simple tips that you can try out and start to get those scores down and hit the ball better. Once again, thanks for watching and see you next time on the channel.